Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Interesting development, as expected. The Canadian House of Commons Speaker resigned. Just he resigned. He took the fall for everybody else. Now, you know what's strange? And why do I say he took a fall? Because you don't find honor in politics nowadays. And he takes full responsibility for everything. That means he absolves Zelensky, the weasel Trudeau, and all the other weasels applauding like seals during the, hey, here is the great hero, Canadian and Ukrainian Canadian hero. That's how he introduced that guy. So he says it's only my fault. I have sole responsibility for all this. So much honor, don't you think? It's very dubious. They told him, you gotta take everything on you, and we're gonna take care of you later. Okay, we're gonna push you somewhere great. Let me show you two articles. I'm gonna discuss first the Sputnik. Canada House Speaker Rota resigns over recognition of Ukrainian Nazi veteran Hunka. And I'm gonna show you here how he takes full responsibility for all the actions, for everything. Not his staff, he. So announced on Tuesday that he would be resigning from his position following the scandal. And I'm quoting, it's with a heavy heart that I rise to inform members of my resignation as Speaker of the House of Commons. It has been my greatest honor as a parliamentarian to have been elected by you, my peers, to serve as the Speaker of the House of Commons for the 43rd blah blah, shut the hell up. Now, on Friday, Hunka, a 98-year-old Ukrainian Nazi veteran who fought in the ranks of the 14th Waffen Grenadier Division of the Nazi SS during the Second World War, was given a standing ovation by the entire Canadian legislature. Hunka's recognition happened as the Speaker of the House of Commons, Anthony Rota, was giving introductory remarks prior to Ukrainian President Zelensky address to the Canadian Parliament. Zelensky also applauded like a seal. On Sunday, Rota apologized for the decision to invite Hunka. Trudeau's office said, in turn, that neither the Canadian Prime Minister nor Zelensky's delegation were notified in advance of the invitation of Hunka. That is, you take the fall. Yes, sir. Why? Because you can't blame them, but you just... Anyway, if they trust the Speaker, that's fine. The Speaker reiterated his regret over the invitation and recognition of Hunka, a decision that caused pain to Jewish communities and survivors of Nazi atrocities in Poland, among other countries. So, we're what? We're Poles? Can you mention Poles? Can you mention Poles? Are you allowed? Or you just those communities? The Poles, the Ukrainians, that's what they did. No? Okay, you don't want to compete. I got that. I accept full responsibility for my actions, end quote, he added. Rota said that his resignation would be effective as of Wednesday, September 27. Man, that's fast. You don't want to anger the communities. To give time for the election of the new parliamentary On the morning, Canadian Minister of Foreign Affairs Mélanie Joly, leader of the Conservative Party Pierre Poilievre, and leader of the New Democratic Party called for the resignation of Rota. Poilievre, however, noted that Rota's resignation would not excuse Trudeau's failure for the shame brought to Canada. Blah, 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 these politicians. Now, commenting on the development, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said on her Telegram channel that Rota was made a scapegoat to save Trudeau and his associates, among whom I should remind you are descendants of collaborators from the Organization of Ukrainian Nationalists OUN and the Ukrainian Insurgent Army UPA. His associates. No one apologized for the Nazi slogans "Glory to Ukraine" that greeted Zelensky. I am sure that the same disgrace for future awaits all those who support the Forest Brothers, Galicia, Torch Marches, Bandera, and other Nazi scum around the world. End quote, Zakharova stressed. Zakharova scum. Okay. Yesterday I was asked, who do you... Anyway, not gonna go into that one. The thing is this: he took the fall, and let me show you the other one. Full responsibility. Russia Today. Canadian Parliament Speaker resigns after honoring this guy right here. Anthony Rota has described a Waffen SS member as both a Canadian and Ukrainian hero. They didn't do their homework, and he has honor and so on. So anyway, these guys, the work of this house is above any of us. Tra-la-la. Yeah, they are playing like as if they're honorable people over there. Yes, man, I made a mistake. I'm gonna resign. But it seems like they resign and they're honorable only when it's a certain subject or a certain issue. Others, fuck you all. That's how it sounds. They don't. How do you call it? Resign like what's his name? Trudeau with a black face. They didn't resign for that. They didn't meet the how do you call it, the level of resigning, and many other garbages. But hey, in this case, don't offend anybody here. Anyway, which whatever, man. It's just but who has eyes and ears and brains? Just look at this and see how quickly this guy got out. How quickly. And he took the fall for everybody else. What's strange is this. I personally, how should I put it, the other way around. How short the time between this guy saying what he said, the speaker, and how fast there were people ready to jump on him. Hours? Minutes? It's like they knew. It's like they knew that guy. And then if they knew, why was he, punished by anybody? If he's a criminal, how come Canada did not do anything about it? Isn't that strange? I mean, if he was a Nazi and he committed this and this and this, how come he's at 98 in Canada over there in the balcony? And these guys are all jerking off seeing him. How is that possible? What happened? Anyway, if you committed a crime, you should be punished. If you didn't commit a crime, that you should not be punished. So if you didn't commit a crime, then what was wrong with that? If you commit a crime, how in the hell you're still free, running free? You tell me. So if that was bad, how come he's out and about? I know the certain people do a lot of research to find these guys and hunt them down. How come this guy was right there in the House of Commons? Seems to me is kind of strange, don't you think? I mean, he was always like he was a criminal, but he was free, unpunished. How is that possible? With all the lobby and all that in Canada, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, now that you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, my friends, here it is. Takes the fall, political, and I think he was set up. Why do I think it was set up? Nobody told him, hey, this is controversial. Nobody bothered. Only after he said it, everybody was like, oh, we know who that guy is. Very strange to say the least. Anyway, screw them. They have what's his name, Zelensky, and they have Zmihal, and they have Trudeau, so and Jolie and other jerk-offs. So another one going, the system has to go on. They don't care about me. What do you think is going to happen with that speaker? He's going to be like begging somewhere under a bridge, or his family is going to be, nah, don't worry about him. He's going to be just fine. I guarantee you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.